welcome to today's podcast. Together, we are going to explore a question that seems simple but is actually very deep. Where does true motivation come from? Have you ever felt excited about a goal, only to lose all your drive just a few days later? At first, you might think all you need is a few motivational videos or some inspiring quotes. But then you realize that motivation comes quickly and disappears just as fast. So, where does real, lasting motivation actually come from? First, motivation is not just a temporary emotion. It's not just that spark you feel after a powerful speech or a good book. Those are just the sparks, but to keep the fire burning, you need a deep enough reason. A strong why that makes you keep going. Think of successful people you know, a business person, an athlete, an artist. They are not always full of excitement. But what they do have is something many others don't. A sense of purpose behind what they do. Maybe they want to change their family's life, help others, or simply never return to a life of struggle. Second, motivation comes from discipline. Sounds strange, right? But the truth is, you can't rely on inspiration to show up every day. Instead, you build habits. Stay consistent, and from that, motivation begins to grow. It's like going to the gym. The first day, you're excited. But by the 7th day, you're tired, unmotivated, maybe sore. If you rely on motivation alone, you'll quit. But with discipline, you'll keep showing up, rain or shine. And here's the magic: action creates motivation, not the other way around. Third, motivation comes from progress. When you start seeing changes in yourself, even small ones, you'll feel more driven. Humans are naturally wired to want growth. So when you see that you're moving forward, even slowly, that alone can give you a push. Sometimes you don't need a huge goal. You just need to see that today you're a little better than yesterday. That you learned something new. That you broke through a personal limit. From that, your confidence and your motivation starts to grow. And finally, motivation comes from within. No one can give you lasting motivation if you're not willing to look for it yourself. Motivation isn't something people hand you. It's something you build with action, belief, experiences, and even failure. If you're feeling lost, pause and ask yourself, why am I really doing this? Is this leading me to the life I want? Am I willing to keep going even when no one is cheering me on? The answer is already inside you. True motivation doesn't come from outside. It comes from purpose, discipline, progress, and inner strength. You don't have to wait for inspiration. Start taking action, no matter how small. That action will light the fire within. Thanks for tuning into today's episode. If you found this helpful, share it with a friend who might also be looking for motivation. I'll see you in the next episode, and remember,